Yo everyone, all you sexy people out there in sexy YouTube land, it's your boy Bunky Bum Man. I'm back. Yeah, you guys realize I've never actually done one of these random voiceover over gameplay videos before. Been skimming through YouTube, and I noticed that 99% of gameplay footage out there is with gameplays which people have captured months ago, and they put their voice over it, and they talk about random things like their pet cats, what their personal family life is doing, or how they caught a cold yesterday, or how they made a sandwich yesterday. And you know, I've never actually done that before, so I'm gonna spend the next 10 minutes describing to you how I made a sandwich yesterday and how my next door neighbor has a pet cat. Okay? Just trolling. The topic of today is we're gonna be talking about why I've unsubscribed myself from the bigger YouTube channels. Okay, so let's make the class definitions right now and classify YouTube channels according to their size. If you have anything less than 1,000 subscribers, that's a small YouTube channel. Okay, so if you have above 1,000 and between 100,000, that's a mid-range YouTube channel, mid-level, you know. And so if you have over 100,000 and 500,000, that's top of the mid-range. So technically still mid-range, but you're top of the pile. Okay, so if anything above 500,000, you're a top YouTuber. Like people like the Project Syndicate, Ali, Ryan Higger, PewDiePie. Notice the list is quite short because there's not a lot of top YouTube channels out there. You know, everyone wants to become a top YouTube channel. That's everyone's dream. Everyone's chasing their dream. Blah 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 blah. But there's not enough slots to fill the top spot, if you know what I mean. So okay, so basically I've stopped subscribing myself to the top mid-range channels, people with like 100,000 subscribers or 500,000 subscribers. I've stopped subscribing myself to those channels because they don't need our subscriptions, they don't need our help. I'm just gonna subscribe to myself who people that need the subscriptions. I'm going to subscribe to myself to people on my own level. The reason being is because I've been watching these channels for a while, and I've noticed that they sort of churn out the same old. I mean, it's like, I'm talking about creativity here. So if you got 100,000 subscribers and you specialize in Call of Duty, you better stick to that type of video. Because those people, they'll know what I'm talking about. If they make a video on another game, like, I'll give you an example. When Legend of Thunder, when he started doing Crisis 3 videos, I don't think that got too many views. I mean, he averages 50,000 views per video. So if he does Crisis 3, it'll get 10,000 views. So straight away you can see there's a loss there. There's a loss of 40,000 views somewhere, right? And that's because once you reach that level, once you reach a certain amount of sub counts, you're stuck doing a certain amount of things. So if you only subscribe yourself to these channels, you can't be inspired. Creatively, you can't be inspired. And another note about the big channels, I'm not just trying to slag off the big channels, but these are truths. So if you come up to them and you accuse them of these things, they can't deny it because these are true things. They won't help you. Never ask a big YouTube channel to help you. That's just a big no-no. When I first started up my channel, I had no idea about this. You know, no one told me. There's no rule book. There's no YouTube rule book that says you shouldn't do this or shouldn't do that. I didn't know. So I asked a handful of channels, hey, can I appear in one of your videos? I.e., add me and I'll play with you and I'll appear in one of your videos. That's all I wanted. I didn't want them to fucking edit an intro for me or anything like that. No, I just wanted to play with them, you know, and I got ignored, you know, and so I just thought that's how I quickly learned that's how the game is played. And so, and you notice, but these are people with hundreds of thousands of subs, so you can understand where they're coming from when they ignore you. You know, it's not nice, but you can understand. Hell, you know, if you get thousands of emails a day all asking the same thing, can I play with you, can I play with you, can I play with you, you probably reacted the same way. It's the people with 2,000 subscribers that is a bit weird coming from them. How they kind of hold themselves in this kind of pedestal when they really don't have that many subs yet and that many views yet to even start acting all snobby and pompous. But that's another story. That's not worth even talking about. But so I don't really subscribe myself to these channels anymore because I view their videos, and it doesn't inspire me because they're just trying to imitate what the big channels are trying to do. So if you don't believe me, go check out the other channels, people that are in that range bracket, people with 1,000 subs to 10,000 subs, so anywhere in between. Alright, they got 7,000, it still falls into the same category. Go check out their channels. They're just trying to spew out the same thing that Allier does or Project Syndicate does. Do you guys see what I mean? So I've stopped following them because they stopped inspiring me, and I'm going to follow the smaller channels. Just like in the world of film, I find it more fascinating and interesting the early part of a film director's career. I'll give you an example. Martin Scorsese, the early part of his career was fucking fascinating as fuck. Mean Streets, Taxi Driver, Raging Bull. Do I really need to say more? Up against The Aviator, The Departed. Are you fucking kidding me? So the early years of a creative person's career is far more interesting than the latter part of their career where they sold out for money. And so I've been spending the last couple of weeks skimming through my new subscribers, and basically I got to say, from now on I'm dedicating myself to smaller channels because I feel it's more inspiring. I feel like I've seen a handful of videos which they're coming up with some new shit, and it's really good for me creatively, so it gives me plenty of inspiration to come up with my own ideas. Doesn't mean I'm going to leech ideas off you guys. It just means that, you know, creatively it gives me more freedom. It opens my mind up to all the possibilities that can be done. Because I truly believe, guys, I truly believe that human creativity is boundless. It's infinite. It has no limitations. You know, you can create thousands of different configurations of anything. Just you got to open your mind, and you got to be free. And I've set myself free. So this week I've unsubbed myself from all the big top mid-range channels and all the mid-range channels as well. And in that way, you know, I can have a lot more room to subscribe myself to the small channels like myself, and we can all help each other. You guys want me to like your vids, I'll like your vids. If you want me to sub to you, I'll sub to you. I'll support you, the smaller channels, man. Because here's the truth, right? Here's the kicker, right? The big channels, they don't give a fuck about you. The mid-range channels, even the people, this is the funny thing, yeah? Even the people with 1,000 subs, they don't give a shit about you. They're so self-centered. They only care about the goddamn selves. Even if your content is good, they don't want to like it. Why? Because they feel threatened by you. It's ridiculous. They're trying to get to the top and they feel threatened by you. Yeah, I've seen this type of behavior on Twitter. Yeah, I've been following certain people on Twitter. I don't really like their behavior. I ain't gonna let them know what I'm thinking though. They might watch this video and find out what I'm thinking. I don't give a fucking shit. But basically, yes, my dedication now is to the smaller channels. So I'm for you guys. And yeah, to hell with the big channels, because they only care about themselves and they don't give a fuck about you. Likewise, the console wars, guys, give it up. Buy whatever console you feel is best for yourself. The console that offers you more, the console that has third-party support, the console that will last. Okay, I've read a lot of PS4 pro PS4 supporters saying Xbox is shit, but in the long run, guys, you know Xbox will win because they have the better third-party support. That was the real reason why Xbox 360 beat the PS3. The Japanese companies are dead. Get it through your guys' heads. Japanese gaming industry is dead. I ain't got nothing against Japanese, but the Japanese game industry used to be #1. Now it's nothing. Why would you buy a Japanese console? Do you think the third-party developers are Japanese companies? No, they're not. They're Western. They're American, European companies, and they've always developed exclusively for Xbox. It don't matter which console is the more powerful console. You guys need to get it through your heads. Unless you guys want to buy two machines, you're gonna buy the PS4. Eventually, you're gonna buy the Xbox anyway. That's what happened to me. I bought the PS3 first, and then I had to buy 360 later. Why? I could have saved myself the money and just bought a 360. I didn't need to buy a PS3. Well, there you go. Anyway, so next time we'll talk about random things. I'll talk about my pet cat and how I made a sandwich yesterday. It's your boy Monkey Bomb Man, and I'm out. That's my voiceover gameplay vid. Hello everyone, welcome back to Monkey Bomb Man TV. Now we're gonna let's play Super Mario All Stars, and